Hey guys, good morning, welcome to the live session with Stocks Network Trading. My name is Dave, guys, my partner is Ron. Let's get down to business here, guys.
In on US 30, sell, okay? I'm jumping in. Guys, that's a 100 pip drop. Yes, we caught it. Hey, guys, 200 pips, please, secure.
Hey everyone, welcome. Good afternoon. We're going to get started in 2 minutes. Gold is almost at all-time highs. Let's see what happens up here. We're going to get in. We're going to go for 2 hours and let's have some fun. We'll get started in just a moment.
Hey guys, good morning, welcome to the live session of Stocks Sniper Trading. My name is Dave, guys, my partner is Ron. Let's get down to business here, guys.
In on US 30, sell, okay? I'm jumping in. Guys, that's a 100 pip drop. Yes, we caught it. Hey, guys, 200 pips, please, secure.
Recording in progress.
Hey everyone, welcome to Stocks Sniper Trading. Thanks everyone for joining. My name is Ron, my partner is Dave. It's almost 12 p.m. Eastern and it is Thursday, January 22nd. So welcome everyone. Thanks for joining. Gold is about a couple dollars away from hitting the all-time high after a little bit of a pullback yesterday. So let's see what's going on here, okay? If you guys are in any trades right now, keep an eye on, I believe all-time high is 4,889 right over here in Forex right there, 888 and a quarter. So it's almost there. Possibly could break, maybe a rejection, but it looks like it's trending right now. Higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, and that new possibly all-time high. So if you're in any trades, please manage it. I'm just going to go through the news real quick, and then we're going to get right onto the charts on gold. And if we have some time, we'll look at US 30 as well, okay? Hope everyone's having a great day, and let's get started. First things first, in the news, Forex Factory, we had US weekly unemployment claims this morning. Final GDP came out really good. Both folders were good. GDP increasing 4.4% from their forecast of 4.3, and unemployment claims came in lower than expected from the forecast, which is good. So that was all good this morning. US has some core PCE price index remains steady at 0.2%. And we have crude oil inventories coming in the next 7 minutes at noon over here. And if you're going to be trading near the end of the day and going into the other side of the world, going into New Zealand, Australia, and Japan, if you're doing the Tokyo session later tonight and futures, you do have some high impact folders. Earnings wise, there was some earnings in the pre-market. We had GE Aerospace, Procter & Gamble in the morning, and in the after hours, there is one name we should be watching, Intel Corporation. If you remember Intel, the U.S. government took a 10% stake and looking to take a little bit more of Intel, and they report at 4 p.m. Eastern. If you are trading NASDAQ or S&P 500, Intel is in those indices, okay? And Intuitive Surgical is also ISRG reporting at 4:05. Earnings tomorrow morning. To wrap up the week, Friday morning, not much going on, and there's not much in the after hours, okay? In the news right now, let's see what's going on. Gold. Okay, so Goldman Sachs raises the year-end gold forecast to 5,400. So if you guys are holding long positions, we could be breaking 5,000 sooner than expected. So I don't think a lot of us were predicting over 5,000 in the first couple weeks of the new year, but it's there. And gold follows geopolitics. You see everything happening around the world, and it's still climbing. So we're about approaching, possibly breaking the all-time high right now as I'm speaking. So we'll keep an eye on this. 5,000 on deck. Let's watch that for either tomorrow or next week. What else is in the news? JP Morgan says buy the dip in defense stocks after Trump's comments at the World Economic Forum. A couple key names in the defense, U.S. defense, are Lockheed Martin, Raytheon, General Dynamics, Boeing, just to name a few, and there's much more. But those are the big ones. Maybe add to your watch list if you're looking to get into defense securities. U.S. resort chain to take Canadian dollars as par in bid to lure back travelers. Oh, that's not bad. So things are developing here with our friendly neighbors to the south are in USA. Oil declines as Greenland fades and focus turns to supply. What else we got going on? Elon Musk, everyone on Earth will have a robot. Okay, so there it is from Elon Musk. Maybe in the near future, we're going to be purchasing robots in our home. So I am a robot. I am a trading robot. So I hope you guys are transitioning into being a very robotic trader. That eliminates the emotions in trading. So hopefully you guys can be like me and just trade like a robot every single day. Get your pips, get out, and go on with your day. So that's going on in the news. Discord, guys, we sent out a couple signals. Here was a signal on gold long at 9:30 a.m. Eastern, above 4,800 and a quarter. And you can see we are well above that. So that was a strong move right there with that signal. Arnold Schwarzenegger, he's loving it. The pump is always out there. So we'll keep an eye if we get any other signals. Also in indices, we had a long signal sent out for NASDAQ, just 1040 earlier this morning at a price of 25,480, and that's running 70 pips on this update. Okay, guys, if you need some help with some trade signals, trade ideas, we do provide these here at SST, and you can use them as confluence. Maybe you're looking for same areas, and we can use those together. Guys, there's a free Telegram channel pinned at the top of YouTube for all of you guys. It's right over here. You got your live links. This was Dave and the Snipers in the AM in New York session, pipping and dipping out of there. And guys, just a reminder, tomorrow's session, I got to start at this time, okay? My son has exams right now, starting today and tomorrow. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday will be the same thing. I have to pick him up. So he's normally done these exams. He starts at 8. So he said, can you pick me up around 11? So we'll be starting around 11:30 noon for the next post-New York sessions, okay? And then we can go back to regular scheduled programming after that. But everything that you guys need in our Telegram is here, before and after of all the trade signals, blogs available, and all of the links to all of the live sessions, okay? And guys, if you want to join the team and become a sniper, we'd love to have you guys. Visit our website, stocksnipertrading.com. Lots of education, too much education to go over on a call, but maybe one day I'll just go over the education on the website with you guys on like a weekend, so we can focus on that and not the trading. Also, live sessions all week with myself and Dave. Check out our schedule. It's a new schedule is uploaded every Sunday, and Dave stays steady in the New Yorks. I vary. I switch from New York, post New York, some Tokyos. I'm all over the place because I like to look at different type of markets, how they trade at different times of the day and things like that, and to further our education and help everyone around the world in different sessions, okay? And if you want the blogs, all blogs are available here. This is the one we were talking about, TRX Gold. They're up today in the green. All it takes is a little dip in gold, and if gold goes up, these junior miners are moving up. So that's got a nice little gain going on right now. There was a blog on the petrodollar, if you guys want to read up on this. There's outlooks, recaps, and lots of free education on all of these blogs available, okay? And finally, guys, thanks to everyone who is subscribed to YouTube. Guys, hit the likes, hit the subscribe, and so you can join us on a daily basis, okay? I'm going to get right into gold. Let's get into it. So there is a little dip. It missed the all-time high by $3, and but it's pulling back, could go right back up. But I'm going to do a top-down analysis. So if you guys don't mind, I'm going to go from the daily, I'm going to go to the hourly, and then right into the 5 minutes, okay? And if you guys are looking for trades in a trade, just please manage your risk appropriately, okay? Thanks, everyone, for joining. Welcome, everyone on Zoom. Sang, good morning. Sergio, welcome back. Rafi, good to have you. Vinay, thank you for joining. Justin, welcome. Good morning, guys. Rob, welcome. Thanks for joining. Mike, welcome. Rob, gold took off. Yeah, it did. But maybe we can catch some pullbacks. Let's see what's going on here. And everyone on YouTube, thank you guys. Not many of you guys. I don't know what's going on YouTube lately. Is everyone still taking January as a break for trading, or are you guys going to pick it up in February? What's going on? Or maybe some of you guys were shorting gold and you guys lost lots of money here. So I understand, guys, when you're going against the trend and you've got a bias set and you're stubborn, you can lose a lot of money. So that's why it's important, guys. Follow your risk management. Utilize a stop loss, okay? That's the best thing that can protect you in the markets is a stop loss. I know it hurts your ego when you get stopped out. You take an L. It's not the end of the world. You got to learn how to live with taking losses. It's part of the game of trading. You know, I took a loss yesterday. I'm right back in the game today with you guys. So, you know, that's what trading is. Once you get mature and understand this, then you're going to take your trading to the next level. But losses are part of the game. But blowing up accounts is not part of the game. Excessive risk is not part of the game. Okay, so you got to learn the rules of the game. So welcome, everyone. Justin, good morning. Thanks for joining again on YouTube. Powerful Frog, welcome. Fodis, good morning. You can't join because it's very late in your country. I understand. We'll be back in Tokyo sessions in the next couple of weeks, and maybe you can join us then. Frank, welcome. Joe, good morning. Nathan, welcome. Romario, welcome, guys. Ben, good morning. If you can open up a Discord ticket or email Ben, one of our admins will get back to you, okay? Just give us about like 24 hours. We are busy, but someone will attend to you, okay? Thanks, Ben. Now let's get into it, okay? So I'm going to start off on the daily. Gold's been crazy as of late. We all know it's in an uptrend. We all know it's trending to all-time highs. We know that there is some critical areas. Pivots was right here in the market where it was a rejection. So that's where the sellers were, pivoted down. We're above it now, so we can make this zone green. I'm going to talk a little fast, guys. I've had a couple coffees today, so hopefully you guys can keep up. But I really want to go through this top down quickly so that we can actually watch what's going on the lower time frames. Okay, so here's another point of interest. There was a pivot there, it retested, and since then, look at this. On start of this week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, the pullback, and it's still going. So it looks like it's a bullish pin bar hammer candle on daily, ready to take out the all-time high by just a few pips and possibly maybe get up to 4,900, and we see what happens up there. Okay, so every single one of these daily bars is doing its job, making higher highs, higher lows, new higher high, small wicks, pops, new highs. There was a pullback we had on Wednesday, and it opened today bearish, but you can see it's still holding good support right here where this body opened just above 4,760. It's holding good support, continuing to drive up. Okay, so what we got to do now is let's follow. Where did we close yesterday? Where did we open today? Points of interest right there. Closed yesterday, opened today, 4,830. It was originally bearish when we opened up, okay? So it came down, bearish, 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 and there's our low of the day. So what I can do is with this yellow line, I'm just gonna bump it up to represent the low of the day. I'm gonna just change the color to purple, and our low is holding right here, and we are moving up. So you see, it didn't really break and push down. Okay, so it picked up all these pending orders waiting. They got activated, and now we got a rejection back up to the opening price, and the candle flipped bullish where we're turning right back up. And look we're just a couple dollars away from the all-time high. So I'm going to place an orange line at the all-time high, 4,889, and we're about to possibly break it. So price discovery. If we break, we're driving. Where could we go? Possibly next whole number. I know it's very, very close. It's only like $10 away, $12 away, but I'm going to just mark up 4,900 just to be at that psychological zone. And then if it breaks, guys, you guys know, depending on your time frame, if you're a scalper, maybe go from 4,900, 4,905, 4,910, 15, 20, 25, right? If you're more on a higher time frame, maybe you're looking to swing from 4,900, go quarter increments, 4,925, right? Make a line at 4,925. Make another line at 4,950. Okay, you were just highlighting those psychological points, and then you could continue to go up to 4,975, and then finally you reach a whole solid number of 5,000. Okay, so we can mark off 5,000 as well, but very strong uptrend. Okay, so if you're trying to sell, there was a nice little sell yesterday, but again, you might have to pip and dip, get your money and get out because the trend is going up. Just like if you're shorting a 5-minute candle and it comes down, and then you gotta understand you're driving into where buyers are. You might make a nice counter trade successful, but you gotta learn how to maybe bring your stop loss to break even, clear some profit out of the market, or close the trade entirely, because it's still very bullish. Okay, so very bullish on the daily, continuing to drive. Let's go into the 1 hour now, see what's going on the hourly. When did all of this happen? Okay, so first thing is, guys, we had World Economic Forum meetings all week. You know that when Donald Trump was speaking, he took tariffs. Okay, first he put the 10% tariffs on the European nations. Then that's when stock market dumped and gold pumped. And then I don't know what happened. He changed his tune. They call him Taco. Trump always chickens out. So he took the 10% tariffs off of the European nations. And then that's when the stock market started to reverse and go back up. And that's when gold started to go back up. So you got to keep an eye on what Donald Trump is saying. Okay, I know trading is very difficult as it is, but you still got to keep up with what these guys are saying because they potentially move the markets. So, Donald Trump, he can say anything at any time of the day and it can affect the markets. Okay, and it can be very volatile. That's why you got to use proper risk when you're trading. I don't know when Donald Trump is going to make tweets and this and that. So all we can do is look to see when he's speaking, if he's got anything scheduled. Like yesterday, he had that scheduled conference. And if there's anything else, we got to know, okay? So these hourly candles are building right off the bottom here. Big bearish candle came back up, came back down. Right there, almost kind of, wanted to break down. But you see, those wicks kind of saved it there. So we have good hourly demand support buyers at this level. Okay, so that where that green zone is, there's good hourly buyers bringing it up. Okay, so now kind of consolidated right here at that daily point of interest. We had a break at 9 a.m., close above, pull back 10 a.m., continue drive. If I cut this 1 hour candle 10 a.m. in half, just in case there's pullbacks, I'm looking for a pullback around 48.50 right there, white line to represent hourly. And again, this hourly candle closed right near the high, small wick, small shallow pullback, did not transition into 50%, continued to drive, pullback, and again pullback, higher lows. So we're trending on the 1 hours here. Like if you want to draw just a small little tiny hourly trend line just coming off of right now, like the last few hours, you can see we're moving up towards that all-time high. I can make this line white to represent hourly trend, right? So we're continuing to push up. There's that, all-time high. Are we going to get it, break it? And then are we going to physically tap into 4,900? Is there going to be any pullbacks? If we do, maybe we highlight a nice little hourly point of control. So grab your fib tool, open balance, closing balance, white line, I was spot on. And I can just draw like a little bit of a point of control in case it dips down in there. Maybe we're looking for buys in there today, okay? And we do have a lot of hourly resistance. Like you can see, that's when we broke the all-time high, got rejected. We came up, and then look at where the body is kind of stopped right there and pushed down. So I just want to highlight this key resistance right here on the hourly. Right there, this white line was resistance, and I want to see if 4880, 4879 can continue holding support to take us back up. Maybe we flag in here for a little bit. Who knows? Maybe it comes up, goes down, goes up. Maybe this candle is the one that wants to break out. It just opened now, so we got 52 minutes on this. It's still trending beautifully, and maybe we're going to continue to push up. Okay, so on the 5 minutes, now when we break it down to the fives, we had big moves. Okay, there was a big bearish candle. Just right after Comex. There's Comex. See how they can do returns, guys. You see what I mean? Look, 810, 815, 820, right there. Close near the high, and then they open Comex, and then boom, it comes down, comes down, comes down, comes down. So if you were in buys leading into Comex, that's why sometimes I tell you guys, do something, because markets can shift with new exchanges open up, new hourly candles. Yesterday I got caught. I was in a trade in a buy, and then that new 30-minute candle opened up and liquidated me, and then ended up going into profit. So you got to always know what time you're trading at. Is there any exchanges? So you see these 5 minutes now, continue to push up, getting rejected, rejected, rejected. Right now they're pushing it down. Okay, so this is a big bear candle, just missed the all-time highs. So what I can do on the 5 minutes is use my all-time high and just bring it down to the bodies right there, and then just draw a big red box. And you can see where the sellers are still holding the gold down from breaking that all-time high. That's a big black candle. Maybe it's got a wick. Maybe it will come back up and ready to break, consolidate, all of this stuff. Okay. Now we got to wait for this candle close in the next 30 seconds. It's got grabbed quite a bit of liquidity down there. Got a good wick. Let's see if it will continue to hold and break out of here, okay? If it closes below here, it might continue to push down, right? And then if you guys are selling, you gotta know you're counter trading. This could be the first move that came up, and then we're discovering where's the neckline. Is it here? Will it be here? Will it be down in here? Let's say, for example, it's here. Maybe it's got some more room. It wants to push back up, and then we see, will it break for a new all-time high? Will it come in here again, then get rejected? Then there's your double top, and then maybe the sellers will drop it down further down into here, and that's where buyers could be to take it through and go for a new all-time high. Okay. Regardless, it's not the greatest volume right now. It's bullish, bearish, bullish, bearish, bullish, bearish. Like we can trap majority of this volume with these bodies, maybe like right inside here, and continue to see if it's going to accumulate, or if sellers are going to continue to push this down, or we're going to be moving up. Okay. I'm just going to add the daily bar indicator right beside us. Here it is, daily bar. So we opened right here. 4,830 was very bearish on opening. We made the low of the day, reject back up. If you want to go look at the 5-minute candles, you can see exactly 6 p.m. is the opening candle right there, 1800 military time. So you see it was bearish, 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 bearish. It built up all throughout Tokyo. Then it came right back up. And this is us moving through here, building that daily candle of volume, approaching back up to that all-time high. Okay, so now we're barcoding. Blue, black, blue. Welcome, guys. Prashendetya, welcome, bro. Roxy, good morning. Thanks for joining. Okay, so I'm just going to check out some spreads. That was a quick analysis. Quick, right? Didn't take too much time. What's everyone doing? Is anyone testing out a sell? Are you guys in buys? Waiting? It's not easy to take buys right at an all-time high, but we got to see what it's doing. Okay, so it came up again, lower high, lower high, lower high. So I know that there is sellers here at this all-time high area, and they are being successful at pushing it down. Okay, that's a big rejection. That was a big bullish candle that came right in there, and now they're pushing it down, okay? So if this candle flips like a shooting star, yes, it could turn black and start filling these wicks, but it could also return back up. So there's 2.5 minutes to go, half the candle. If you want to go in, right, on a sell, you just got to know that you are going in on an impulse, okay? And it could come down and go right back up. So this is where you got to decide. Do I take the sell? Do I wait for this body to close? Like, what do we do, right? So this is where you got to decide as a trader. You have to make up your mind, okay? And you got to go with it. This is a candle that's still moving prior to closing, okay? And sometimes when you take these candles, they fake you out. You might want to sell, like this one sold, and then it came back up. Remember when it opened, it was big bullish. Maybe you got stopped out, and then they bring it back down. Maybe you sell, and then it goes up. Maybe you buy, and then they push you down. All of this is done prior to this candle closing. So this is the hardest part of trading, in my opinion, especially scalping, is do you take an impulse trade? Do you wait for the body to close? The best advice is wait for a body to close. Again, see how it flipped and maybe seller sold down there? Now the body's coming in blue. They could be in drawdown and maybe going after their stop loss now, okay? And when you're just sitting waiting for the candle, you're watching, you're observing. Yes, once in a while you might miss out on an impulse move, but in my opinion, this is the way how you can start to eliminate mistakes. If you wait for every candle to close and look for confirmations and retests, is that going to make you a successful trader? No, but it's going to help you understand. At least you're going to have a better idea of what's going on than just going in prior to the candle closing. What you could always do is, if you have that itch to go in, you can break this 5-minute candle down to 3 minutes to 1 minute, and you can see what the 1 minute candles are doing. That 1 minute, 12:08, was a very bearish 1 minute, and then it came right back up at 12:09, 12:10, and it came in. Then they rejected it back down. There's a shooting star coming down, and then the 1 minute candle came right back up, and now they're pushing it down, okay? So you still see there is still resistance here. If you watch the full 5-minute candle, it's closing now in 20 seconds. So again, it came up, they're pushing it back down, right? So there could be still selling pressure to come through here. Maybe it wants to come down and target like these bodies down in here, where there was some consolidation right here. Maybe it wants to come a little deeper down into this green zone. However, it's still holding and still in here. So blue, black, blue, still in this consolidated area. So we know that there is sellers and buyers fighting for this position in here. You know, I can even go down to the 1 minutes again. And now it's a new 15-minute candle, 12:15, that just opened up. 1 minute candles are still in this range as well. Okay, and this 1 minute candle is going to close in 30 seconds. Where will it close? Will it close below 1 minute support? Will it close above here, above 1 minute resistance? Is it still going to close inside here? That's the consolidation range. Okay, so good flip. It came down. They flipped it back up. Next candle, 1 minute, could go with this momentum and be bullish and open up. See, sometimes that's what I mean. Sometimes where you think it's going to be bullish and open up, the market has a different idea, and then it comes down real bearish. Okay, so we see how they look at like black, blue, black. It looks like it wants to continue to break down further. And then sometimes intuition. When you take an impulse trade, look at how much time is left on the clock. And you might get involved in it, right? You might see that there's 3.5 minutes to go, so this thing might still have more further room to push down. Okay, if you don't want to go on an impulse, again, look at your 1 minutes. Will there be a 1 minute candle that will close below right here for 875, or is it going to continue to find some support there? And then look at this candle. It's going to close in 10 seconds. So it came down there too, very bearish, and now it flipped back up with a big wick. Okay, so next 1 minute candle could be bullish. And then you can continue riding the 5 minute momentum. Okay, there's the close. Bullish, ignited 1 minute candle. Let's see if it continues to hold. Okay, there's the rejection. Will it hold? Will it refuel itself? Okay, there's another nasty rejection. Okay, will it come back up? And in the close, we got 30 more seconds to go into the close. Guys, I'm on the 1 minutes right now. I'm just flip-flopping from 1 minute, 5 minutes, 1 minute, 5 minutes. Okay, so you see the 1 minutes are still bearish. Okay, didn't break any new highs, still inside here. It's going to close in 10 seconds. Okay, another bullish ignited open. Okay, are they going to reject it back down? Is it going to hold its own? Okay, sometimes you get those explosions. That's a bullish ignited open on a 1 minute you're seeing. Okay, so it looks like a nice candle to enter on a buy. Definitely, maybe it's, do you buy the high of the candle? Again, that's what we got to go through. Do we always buy highs, or do we wait for a pullback to come back down? Then I look on the 5 minute. How much more time do I got on the 5 minute? I got 90 seconds. So maybe I wait for the 5 minute candle to close. It's still inside this range, right? But I still see it's picking up a lot of pending orders. Sellers did not close below here. It's just having a difficult time breaking, filling that wick, filling this wick, and continue to drive. We're not too far away from the all-time high, but it's still in this range. I don't have a blue candle closing above here yet, okay? So it's still building on the 1 minutes. This is tough volume, right? This is very, very, very difficult volume. Is Trump not speaking today? Are we safe? Someone said we're going to be safe today because Trump isn't speaking. Who knows with that guy? I heard that yesterday he wants to take over Iceland. Is it Iceland, or he mixed up Greenland with Iceland? Does he even know what he's talking about anymore? Or is he just picking countries and wants to invade everywhere now? He said Iceland 3 times. Greenland is a completely different country than Iceland. I don't think Trump is all there. But he's one of the world's best traders. He knows how to make the markets go down and knows how to buy the dips. Add tariffs, markets dump. Take tariffs off, market pumps. Easiest trading in the world. And when you know you're going to do it, I'm sure he knows what he's doing. Are you guys having issues with MT5 freezing? Justin? Okay, so now we're still consolidating, guys. Again, this is not the greatest volume. So if you're speculating, you could take a smaller trade in here, whether you want to buy or sell. You know, if you do get stopped out, you got to know you're trading in this type of range. So if you make a mistake, it's not the end of the world. Then we continue to figure it out. When we start to figure out where the trend is continuing to move, then that's where maybe we can go in with regular sizing. And I don't make excuses for the time of the day. What time is it? It's 12:20. The volume is like this. It's like that. It's trading, guys. You know, there could be volume like this in London. The volume could be like this in Tokyo. It could be like this in Wall Street. It could be like this in COMEX. You know, just remain patient. Understand if you're trading in this range, lower your risk a little bit in case you do get stopped out. You won't get upset. Your emotions won't take over. So this is part of trading. That's why I like trading around the clock. I like doing all types of sessions because I learn. I learn how volume moves. I understand New York is not always the best time to be trading. I know that Tokyo the last couple of weeks has been amazing for gold. So, you know, you just got to get accustomed to how volume moves. Right now, we can see that there was sellers, there's buyers right now, but still no one is really doing anything. Sellers are not closing it below here. Buyers are not closing it back above here yet. So again, it's just both sides are accumulating. So there is sellers and there is buyers in this smaller range in here. Okay, but the buyers, you know, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. We are obviously trending. So we got to give the benefit of the doubt to the buyers, right? If we want to continue to trade, it's got a high probability it's going to continue breaking through here. But we're at the all-time high right there. So, you know, it's a different situation. If this was just like a hourly high, it's a different story. But this is the all-time high. So there could be a lot of sell orders in here holding gold down from breaking an all-time high. However, there could be a ton of buyers buying to break out of the all-time high. And then we obviously want to trade with the trend, okay? So this candle now is closing in 2 minutes. Is this going to be there? We got a new all-time high set, okay? So now let's follow this volume. And if you're in buys, congratulations. Now we just broke for a new all-time high, okay? So will it get rejected now? Will it close with some volume? This is a pretty big, substantial volume-based bar. We could definitely cut this bar in half. You know, let's just follow this volume now. Whether you're in a trade or you're not, let's follow this, okay? And let's see what we can do with this volume. But we do have a new all-time high right now. It was printed at 12:20. I can see exactly what minute it was. It was right there at 12:22, okay? So it's closing now in 1 minute and 20. Timmy, gold is different. It was pushing with the RSI at 90. Yeah, RSI doesn't mean anything for gold. Yeah. Gold doesn't care about RSI. But it is letting us know it is overbought. We're at the all-time high. Okay, so we do have a rejection right now. Where will this volume close now in the next 50 seconds? Gold doesn't care about anything. It doesn't. Gold doesn't care about your feelings. Gold doesn't care about RSI. Gold doesn't care about MACD. Gold doesn't care about anything. All gold cares about is if the US dollar is depreciating. That's it. Okay, so here's the close. We had an impulse break of an all-time high. And it got rejected so far. Still has bullish volume. Okay, so there's where it closed, right? Inside the red zone still. If it wants to come back down to retest, 50% of it is right there, the red line. Maybe it wants to continue to hold and break further. And guys, just heads up, it's 12:25. So we have 12:30 now coming in. This is where I made that mistake yesterday, where I took a trade and then as soon as the 30-minute candle opened, that's the one that liquidated me. So I don't want to make that mistake again today. So I'm going to wait. I don't care if gold skyrockets to 5,000 or if it dumps all the way down here now. I don't want to get caught. I'm going to wait now for the new 30-minute candle to open up in the next 4 minutes. So we can look at the 30-minute candles. 30-minute candles are very bullish. It all started right here, 10 a.m. It continued 10:30. continued at 11. It continued at 11:30. This was the call we just started. Had that big dip, came back up, new all-time high. So there's the 30-minute. If we look at the 30-minute volume, RSI is telling us 30-minute is at 75 on the RSI. It is overbought as well, okay? So 30 minutes overbought, 5 minutes are overbought, still trending up. So I'm going to wait for this full 30-minute candle to close in the next 3 minutes, because I know that at 12:30, a new 30-minute candle is going to open and possibly bring new momentum into the market. New buyers and sellers in the market, could be possible direction change, could be a trap, all these things to consider. And this bull flag held up. Okay, there was that big black candle that came down, but no volume closed below those bodies right there. Picked up all these wicks, continuing to drive through here. Yeah, gold is not following any fundamentals right now. Gold is just buy and hold, buy and hold. Okay, but look at this candle. Opened. Did it take out that new all-time high? No. Okay, so far we have this doji. This candle so far has failed to break for a new high. Now it's coming back up. Maybe it heard me. So now it's coming back up after it heard, and maybe it's going to continue to break. There it goes. New highs, continuing, new all-time highs. If it closes above here, I'm going to make this like a green zone. Wow. Holy. Okay, these could be short sellers getting squeezed up here too. Maybe there was a lot of short positions and buyers are just cutting right through there. Let's see what's going on in the Discord with the snipers over here. What are you guys saying in here? Mike, you're trying a short position. Let's see what happens if it gets rejected. Deep, welcome. Deep has been learning about zone-to-zone trading, applying it to different securities. I read Deep what you were writing, and yeah, it's all they are respected points of interest. That's what I'm saying. They can work for any type of security, anything you're trading. Tyler, congratulations. I saw some big gold holds on your part. Amazing. Good job, guys. Okay, that's our sniper Discord in the community, guys. If you guys want to chat in here, I got it open for you guys now. Okay, so now it's going into 12:30. This is when we get momentum shifting. Okay, so be ready. So far, they've rejected that big candle coming down now. Sergio, will gold hit 4,900? It's not too far away. It's right there. Okay, so it did technically close above this previous red zone. So I'm just going to make it green, okay? Because it did close above. We opened bullish ignited for our first, now 12:30, first few seconds. So when it's bullish ignited, it has a job to do. Fill that wick and continue to drive, right? Remember that, guys. Every candle, okay? Let me repeat this. Listen closely. Every candle has a job to do. Just like me and you, we got jobs to do every single day, okay? The job of this candle is to open and fill the previous wick. So far, technically, it's failed, okay? It came up and it's going back down right now, okay? This one did its job. This one did its job, right? And then once we start failing to do our job, then the other side can take over and maybe push it in the opposite direction. This is for buyers and sellers. Like when it was selling here, this candle opened and did not finish its job to continue to go down that wick. This candle opened bearish, came down black, 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 but did not finish its job to fill that wick and go down lower. So that's where it reversed. Okay, and I know that RSI is getting overbought on, possibly it's overbought on the hourly, it's overbought on the 30 minutes, overbought on the 15 minutes, overbought on the 5 minute, but that still doesn't give us the right to just start selling just because a security is overbought. I've seen gold years ago being overbought for 6 months on the daily. Back in, I'm going to say 2010, around then. This is like 15 years ago. It was daily was overbought for 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months. And it never sold off. Okay, so now you see an open bullish ignited, and when it came up, it failed to fill that wick, and now push down. Let's see, will it dip down into here? Will it still hold and continue to go? Only reason I'm not looking for a buy right now is I feel like I'm late. If I buy, I feel like I'm late, right? I just feel like I'm late. I would like to maybe buy a pullback. If there's one coming back down into the here, maybe I'd like to get a nice pullback down in here. However, it's just, if I go in buying at the highest point, all-time highs, everything is overbought, what if they slam it down on me? Okay, and then I follow the volume too. Okay, I see again, it came up, it came up, it came up again. Did it do its job after it refueled itself? That's where it should have technically broken for a new high, and it didn't. It's right there is the wick lower. Okay, so after it picked up more volume, picked up more pending buyers, it again failed. Okay, so do we have now equal highs? Like, do we have, see what I mean? Right up there, this 489394 area now is rejecting it. So next bar, after a rejection and a rejection, could open black and push down, right? With this momentum off of these wicks. Closing in 90 seconds. And then if you're looking to short, just remember, it might be a quick little short. It could be a black candle coming down there, and as soon as it comes there, it goes right back up. So kind of measure the move. Like if you're looking to short from here down to that red line, you could grab yourself maybe 40 pips and just get out. If it comes all the way through the green, that's 60 pips. Pip and dip. If it comes all the way down there, that's 100 pips you could grab, but you got to be careful because there could be a ton of buyers waiting to buy this all-time high. It has not really pulled back yet. So that candle continued to fill and it's going. New high. It could close above this. Shallow pullback. It's got a short wick. It could pop right up to 4,900. If you're in buys, congratulations. This is where you could use a trailing stop loss, trail your profits behind. You could be scaling some money out. That's up to you, right? But it's still trending up. This thing is like a train. You can't stop it. If you go against it, you might get run over. So then, like just a little bit above 4,900. Maybe let's go $2 above, $2 below. Like 88 and 02. Okay. Maybe we see, will there be any sellers like around here? So when I'm looking for a block in the market, like right over here. Unbelievable move. Unbelievable. And this was a big bullish candle. I could also cut it in half right there. Okay, so it could come down and get another wick and continue to go back up. So now it's coming down. Let's see. Will it come to 50%, catch a wick and go back up. Will it break this and try to engulf this big blue candle? Then maybe we could buy a pullback down into here. Maybe it just hangs out up here and ready to go back up, okay? I don't think there's any sellers right now. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think all sellers are shitting their pants right now. They're scared to hit the sell button. Rob, I saw that natural gas. It was up 15%. Natural gas, yeah, I saw that earlier. Let's see what it's trading at. Natural gas. So I got so many things on my watch list. It's up 8.5% right now. Holy shit. Natural gas has gone up 70% in the last 5 days. 70% last 5 days. Unbelievable. From $3 to $5.60. Natural gas. Okay, so here we have a bearish candle coming down now. So now it's like right into that point of control. Will the buyers bring it back up? Will this one come down? Did we find now our sellers? Guys, on Friday, where Dave and I live here in Ontario, it's going to be the coldest day on Earth. It's called a polar vortex. Where Dave and I are here in Ontario, it's going to go down to -50. -50. Hopefully, Dave and I don't get frozen. I'm not going outside that day. I'm gonna be here with you guys all day. -50. That's not normal. Degrees. Polar vortex, the coldest part of Earth will be here. So I'll be in my bunker, in here with you guys. Maybe I'll get the fireplace going. Natural gas. Wonder why natural gas is up 800%? -50, guys. Patrick, I don't have a generator. I gotta get one. We gotta make some pips on Friday to keep us warm. Does anyone want to talk to me on Zoom? Do you guys want me to put my headset on? I can unmute and we can have a little conversation while we're waiting here for gold to do something. Anyone want to go over anything? Or do you want to do it on like Friday? Do you guys want to do Friday? Anyone on Zoom care to step up to the plate and talk with me? It's going to be a live conversation where everyone on Zoom and YouTube will hear you. Here's the close. Look at where the close is, right at the cut point. Okay, so it's right at the cut point. Again, could come down. So if we're looking to buy a dip, will it come deeper down into here? Is it just holding again? Should we just buy this candle and see what happens? You know, but it's blue, black, blue. You think it's got a little more to get to that 4,900 up here? There's the rejection. Like, I love shorting these short moves, but a lot of you guys don't understand. Sometimes when I'm shorting this and it comes down there and I'm up 30 pips, I'm out, right? So that's what happened to me yesterday. I went into a trade, it went up 40 pips, and then I didn't do anything, and then it came and hit my stop loss. So that's kind of like when you're trading like this, if you get into a nice little, like if you're short from this red line down to there, and you get your, like, that's could be your trade, 40 pips. Because when it comes down there, then it could go right back up and then back up to 4,900, then you're in trouble. So I kind of don't want to trade like that on this session because I got caught yesterday, and some of you guys don't understand the concept of just pipping and dipping right out of the market. So now I got to wait to see, will it actually trigger in here? Maybe I got to wait for it. Maybe I got to see it come down. So now it came up, coming down. Now it's figuring out where the neckline is. Is it right here? Will it be down in here? Because if it comes down, again, that's that 40 pip sell, 50 pip sell, because it could come in here, then it goes back up, right? So we have to make up our minds. Do we want to sell this leg coming down, which could be a short leg? You have to have counter trading rules, or do we just wait to buy this pullback in this green zone? This is where you got to make the call. Like right now, that's a beautiful candle. It came up, flipped. I would be in a short right now, and it's coming down to fill right down to there, and I could grab my money and get out, right? Otherwise, I'm looking then to buy a pullback. So it came up. Let's see if it will come back down into here, maybe come in here, and then go up to create a new high, get to 4,900. Or if it's coming back up here, that could be the double top, and then they're starting to push it back down into here. And then that's where we see, are the real buyers going to be in here? Or are sellers going to break it and drop it down further? If they're in there, then it would kind of be like a double bottom there and then bringing it through there, okay? So sometimes when it's in this range right here, like just look at the bodies. Bodies, 50%. Can it continue to stay in this flag right here? Sometimes it's easy just to buy, right? Just keep buying. I was waiting for the green zone to buy, and look at it. It's taking off again without even coming down into here, okay? So I feel like I'm behind, right? Even when you wait patiently for a pullback in here, it just shows how strong gold is. Like it doesn't even want to come in here. Holy shit. What is going on? Is there any news? Okay, so now we got some news. U.S. administration. The Trump administration has required the majority of Venezuelan oil to be sold to the U.S., and China can buy the oil at fair market price. We haven't seen the U.S. agreement on Greenland. Denmark Prime Minister on Greenland. We can discuss our agreement on defense, but it has to be a sovereign state. Trump sues J.P. Morgan and Jamie Dimon over alleged debanking. Wow. Wow, what a roller coaster you had, Liberated. You bought last night. Gold dropped off the deep end. You were down 1,500. You held it and sold it for 420 on a limit order today. Wow. Yeah, that was probably a crazy roller coaster ride you went through. But, sometimes when something is bullish, if you go and draw down, it recovers. As long as, I don't know, that 1,500 you're talking about, I don't know how much money is in your account, but, we've been there. I've been there where I held a loss. I didn't have a stop loss, and then it came back and put me in profit. It happens, guys. We've all been there. Let's be honest with each other. But if you get accustomed to trading like that, is that always going to be the case? Where if you go and draw down and you hold, the Forex gods are gonna look out for you and recover you? Not always, right? And then you might just go further and further and further and draw down. Okay, so we're just a couple dollars away. $1 away from 4,900. Okay, that yellow line is 4,900. Let's see this wave. Let's see. Okay, so let's see the wave right here on the 5 minutes. We got one move here, A or 1, pullback, either B or 2, new wave, right there, 3. I would go as far as make that a wave. Okay, pull back. And this is the 5th wave right now. Okay, so E. If we want to see, maybe this is the blow off top. So that's A, B, C, D, E. And then maybe it wants to reverse back down like this. Okay, so if we're just following like a wave pattern, this is one wave. There's the pullback. There's the big wave, pullback, and this is the next wave. Elliot wave theory says there's five waves, A, B, C, D, E, or if you just count in numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're approaching, the top of the final wave. So we should see, like I'm saying, we should see a corrective phase. We should see sellers stepping in, but we don't see it yet. They are trying, right? You can see it. They tried here, unsuccessful. That was a bearish ignited candle coming down, again unsuccessful. So maybe it needs to kind of blow off top and just break through here. So if you're still on longs on gold, it could definitely continue to break right through here, okay? And if we're looking to buy pullbacks, maybe we got to let the sellers sell it down to us and look for pullbacks down into here. Yeah, it just broke 4,900. Unbelievable. We might hit 5,000 today. Like if we get a nice decent pullback, we might even be hitting 5,000. JP Morgan upgraded gold to 5,400. Let's go back to the Discord, guys. Guys, if you can, leave a like on YouTube, subscribe to the channel. Join us daily. We have fun here at SST. Guys, what we could also do is, if we want, I know we're looking the 5 minutes, but we can go back to the hourly. Let's see what's going on the hourly. Maybe we get a better perspective of what's going on, okay? So the hourly candles, that's when we hit the previous all-time high was Wednesday at 1 a.m. Then we had that big sell-off, and then it kind of recovered. Big bullish candle 10 a.m. today, continuing at 11. This one blowing up right now at 12. And there is bearish divergence on the hourly, okay? So there's clear bearish divergence. I'm not a big fan of like indicator reading, but see how it's making new highs and you see the strength is going down, right? So that's telling us that there's bearish divergence on the hourly. But again, gold doesn't care about bearish divergence. Gold is still driving, okay? So we have to be careful. Again, if we're looking for sells 30 minutes, it's still bullish on the 30 minutes breaking out of here. And look at the 30 minutes. There was bearish divergence and it's still breaking out. So it's very, very strong. 15 minutes, just continuing to like barely any pullbacks in the last 15 minutes. Just continuing to drive. Like now it's breaking the 4,900. Holy shit, my goodness. Gold is crazy. It's a tough instrument to trade. When it sells, it really sells. When it pumps, it really pumps. There's no like in between, right? When it's selling, like when we had these sells, like move down, came up, move down, came up, big move down, came up, move down, but we didn't get any more move downs. So it stopped right here. And now it's reverse course. And now it's all big bullish moves, like small pullbacks going. And it's just, holy shit. What's silver at? 96.5? Yeah, silver is going to hit $100 today. Unbelievable. And when we started the call, I'm waiting to buy a pullback. Like I've been waiting to buy a pullback. There hasn't been a decent pullback. So gold hovers near the record highs as Goldman Sachs lifts year-end forecast to 5,400. So we can see hovered near 48.70 on Thursday. Goldman Sachs analysts raised their price target on the previous metal, citing private sector investors jumping into the rally. Okay, so someone is asking on YouTube, Ron, what's causing this? Let's read right here. So private sector investors are jumping into the rally. We raised our December 2026 gold price forecast to 5,400 an ounce versus the 4,900 prior, which just broke, because the key upside risk we have flagged, private sector diversification into gold, has started to realize. Goldman's Dan Struven and his team said in a note on Wednesday night. The analysts predict that private sector buyers diversifying their portfolios won't be selling this year, helping keep prices elevated. Goldman Sachs noted that while central bank buying drove solid gold price increase in 2023 and 24, the rally has accelerated since 2025 as the institutions began competing for limited bullion with private sector investors through traditional ETF purchases. One ETF, gold ETF, is GLD. Gold, GLD is the ticker. If you guys want to buy a gold ETF, it's a markup of, it's kind of like NASDAQ. It's kind of like US 30. It's got securities, all gold securities, junior miners, mid caps, big names in there. It's a gold ETF. So if you're looking to diversify your portfolio, there's gold ETFs available. So there's the article, guys. Sometimes just reading a quick little article can help you understand what's going on. Okay, so now we got tweezer top highs above 4,900. These are the things I look for. When I'm trading, I look for clues. So it got up to 49.05, new all-time high. I got a 5-minute and 5-minute equal highs, okay? So this is now, the candle has not, again, made a new high, okay? So I make note of that, okay? I want to see now if it will continue to hold these highs, and will it come down now bearish and close below here? Because maybe now we can find maybe where they've established a top so far. However, and when it comes down, it'll try to continue to break and break for a new high. Okay, then you're extending this rally. You're extending this uptrend. Okay, but sometimes when you get a clue like this, equal highs, it could be a start. Okay, I know it's not normal right now what gold is doing, but if you're trading US 30, if you're trading NASDAQ, if you're trading any security on a regular basis, these are the clues that you want to look for. But right now, it came down again into 50% of that body. It's holding now psychological 4,900 as support, and it's continuing to try and break those equal highs for a new high, okay? We've got this spin top candle now inside here, closing in 1 minute. Did we finally find where there's a seller in the market establishing equal highs and maybe ready to push this next leg to come down? And right there, you see how body and a body cuts a candle in half, right? This is how I learned live. When I was learning how to do this, I saw right there, resistance, resistance. And then I see the big bullish candle, I would measure it. And then I see, look at it, it's exactly 50%. So this is where I learned how previous kind of resistance can be cut points or support levels. See right there, where that candle closed and this one opened. See where you place the line. Now look at this candle. Open, close, exactly 50% red line, okay? And that candle did it come back up and break for a new high. So those equal highs are no longer valid, right? They got invalidated there. And then we just opened again bullish, coming back up, now back down. Okay, this could definitely continue to break out. Just that little pop where it just broke for a new high, that changes the entire algorithm. That changes the entire depth of market. Just that little break right there could cause offers to get pulled, could cause more pending buyers to come in. If that equal highs held, then that could cause more offers to come in to push the move down. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? I know it's kind of different because gold is trading crazy right now, but on a normal day, if this was a normal security we're trading, you gotta as a price action trader, you gotta pay attention to those. You gotta pay attention to it. So I hope you guys understand what I'm saying, because that will give you clues as to what the new possible direction could move to. Because if those were equal highs, sellers could start now seeing that there's no longer new highs, and then they could be coming in and start putting offers there. They could start putting in an offer there. They could start, putting bids down into here to short the market down, right? Because they see it's not breaking any new highs. They're equal highs. Same thing if we're trying to buy a pullback, right? When it comes down, if I see equal lows or higher lows, then I know that the buyers could be moving up with the move, right? Because they see it's not breaking anymore, okay? Like here, where it came down, you see this was a big black candle and it filled that wick and broke down. But then it got rejected back up and it closed right there. Next one opened bearish, ignited and came down. See how it didn't break any lower? So when buyers see that, the depth of market could now start coming in with buy orders, protecting it, seeing that it's not breaking, and they want to get filled, right? So they're putting in pending buy orders, and then it comes down, you see, then it's making higher lows, because it's picking up these buy orders that are creating depth of market to get up stronger because they realize that it's not breaking down any further, right? And then that's what triggered this run up, okay? And that's what continued. That's what that little pop of that wick is creating this move to continue to go bullish. And if you're shorting, this is where you're getting trapped. This is where you're getting caught. This is where you're watching your RSI indicator telling you, I got to be selling. Look, it's at 79, 80 on the RSI. So we got to be selling, right? And every time we're selling, we're in drawdown. We're counter trading the overall trend. I'm trying to wait for a decent pullback, and it hasn't really been a decent pullback. It's only pulled back into 50% of the candle. That's it. That's not a real buy the dip. It's just, just one candle move and you could be in. But holy shit, is this thing ever strong? My God. So if we want to launch fibs, someone said, Ron, you want to learn fibs? No problem. See this one? This lowest point right here, like if I think that this is the top right now, okay, for instance, I think that that's the top, right? So if I just want to get this leg up, grab my Fibonacci tool from this wick to that wick, okay, if it holds up, right? See, the first pullback should not be 78.6. The first pullback should be a discounted price of 23%. So then I got to reverse. Got to go to my fibs, and then I got to hit this reverse function right there. So it reverses my levels now. So if it comes down, there's 23.6. That would be a nice opportunity to buy a shallow pullback. So if this actually holds and it comes back down, right there, 23.6, that might be a good opportunity to buy. Maybe 50% of that candle, better area. That could be like where we buy. And then if it comes up, and it gets rejected with a lower high, then it could come down and break and then go down to the 38.2. That's a better discounted level, but it could drive all the way down. There's 50%. So 50%, you see, is my green zone right in there. That would be ideal area to buy a pullback. The best area to buy a pullback is right there, 61.8, the golden line, the golden zone. If it comes down deeper, you're getting a 78% discount. If it retraces all the way down there, that could be a complete reversal. And then we watch what started that move. Will those buyers be in to continue to push it up, or will it break? And then we've lost this leg up, we lose it, and then it's continuing to push down. So that's just if you want to apply a fib right to this leg that we got going on. Just from this wick that started this move, and I just placed it at the top, and so far it's holding. So if it holds, then these levels will be valid, okay? So now we see, is that the top now? That is 49.06. Now we got consolidation. If that's the actual top, we've got a zone right here. Are we going to flag here in this neutral area? This is where maybe we see some sideways action, where it's bullish, bearish, might go back up bullish. Then we look for a second top, maybe dropping. Maybe this is that blow off top I was talking about on that wave, and this could be the leg that's ready to come down. But this is the first leg. Okay, this is the first leg, right? Could be just coming up, could be going down, and then back up. So then what you want to look for is, will it break a new high? Will it have equal highs? That's the double top. Then there's the M. Then we could look to short, because the second leg has high probability has more volume to the downside, not just the first leg. The first leg is the short leg. That's the one you get trapped on. Unless you know how to counter trade, unless you know how to pip and dip out of the market. A lot of traders don't understand that, so it's difficult to take the first short on a move, right? Even this one, it came down nicely right into 50%. That was like a 50 pip candle. You didn't do anything. Unfortunately, then it comes after your stop loss. Okay, so you got to know when you're counter trading what the rules are. If you're just waiting patiently for buys, I'm waiting for a buy myself. I'm waiting down in here. It hasn't came down. Could be waiting down in here. It's not here yet. Every time, all the buyers are still here holding. This could continue, just keep driving and squeezing shorts. There it is. Holy shit, like this thing is unbelievably strong. Okay, so this fib that I placed right there, it's invalid because it broke for a new high. So it's not valid anymore. Okay. I know it's a boring session, guys. I know it's boring, but sometimes you got to wait to get paid. You got to wait to get paid. Because look at if we buying, yeah, if we bought, we're in the money. We did good if we bought any one of these pullbacks, okay? But what happens if we had the selling mindset? You know, I see a lot of traders do get caught and they want to continue selling. But you got to understand, you either buy pullbacks in a bull trend. If you are shorting, you got to make sure you look for those clues. You got to, like, maybe it's got to trade into a daily point of interest. Maybe it needs to come all the way up to 49.25. That's where the big sellers will be. I thought they would be around here at 4,900. Obviously, they're not. Look at this shit. Holy. My goodness. What is going on here? What's going on with Dow? This is unbelievably crazy. I know it, guys, I know it sucks. I know it sucks. Like for me, it sucks. I would love to have bought any one of these candles and be in the money right now, you know, but it's just, I was waiting for a deeper pullback in this zone and I didn't get it. So the move is gone away from me. And then again, it's just, do I just go back to trading FOMO? Do I just go back just to jump in on the train and just buy? This is not normal, right? Gold is not normal right now. If this was any other day and I was just going back into FOMO trading, like if I was doing this on NASDAQ or US 30 on a regular day, I'd probably be getting clapped right now. So it just, gold is on a different level right now. It's one of the most bullish securities we've ever seen in the last couple weeks and months. So yes, I know someone told me they started with SST early this year and said, Ron, I've been buying gold the dips and I've been doing amazing. Is trading this easy? And some of us have been doing this for years and years and years, and I'm scratching my head and I'm saying, holy shit, all the stuff I went through and now trading is this easy. You just buy a gold dip and it's that easy. No, it's not. You don't want to develop that mindset, because if you think that trading is that easy, you just buy a dip. What if this whole thing, gold, stops? And then what? And you got in your head that you got to just buy dips in trading. Doesn't always work like that. Okay? But right now, it's working, okay, for this moment in time. You should have held it from last night. Guys, again, the shoulda, woulda, couldas. Guys, I was buying physical gold when it was $220 an ounce, okay? Now, if I look back and I held all that physical gold, when gold hit 1,000, I made 5 times my money. I sold it, right? If I look back, oh man, why didn't I hold my gold when it was $220 an ounce? Now it's trading at 5,000 an ounce. Again, I can look back. I would have done this. I could have done that. I was trading Bitcoin when it was trading for a couple dollars. Look at Bitcoin now, $100,000. Well, could I have held it? Yes. Could I have done this? Could I have done that? We all have stories as traders. We can smoke a cigar and we can talk about all of our stories in the past. Right now, it's real time. What are we doing now? Never mind. Every trader has a story. It's like when you go fishing. Every fisherman has a story. I hooked up to a 60-pound muskie. I was fighting it for an hour. I didn't land it, this, that, or I caught this. This fish got away. Every fisherman has a story. Okay? Same with every trader has a story. But learn from it. Learn from it. What can you do better? Buy more gold? Sometimes, like when it does this, I go to another security. Because if it just continued to go up and it's not giving me my proper pullbacks, I kind of now like go to a different security. Like what I do is I'll go to check out what US 30 is doing, maybe watch them side by side, and then I patiently still wait for gold. Because if I stick and watch this, I might be more inclined to just take a trade because I've been waiting for an hour and then I just want to go in just to say that I'm taking a trade. Not the best plan. But if anyone took NASDAQ in the Discord, it's running. NASDAQ buy right here. Okay, so it came up, pulled back, didn't get that zone in there, didn't get that exact number, but pulled back. That's why I like if there's a location, I go a little bit above and a little bit below, because sometimes it doesn't target exactly your point of interest. That's why I like doing a little bit above, a little bit below. Just like right there. What I did with 4,900, I went $2 above and $2 below, giving myself like a zone as opposed to just a point of interest. Holy shit. Like, I would hate to be a seller on gold right now because they are getting squeezed like a lemon. Holy shit. Are we going to approach 49.25? If it gets up there, I'll have a pending sell. I'll tell you guys that right now. If if this thing goes all the way to 49.25, I will have a pending sell order in here. Because this thing is like, I haven't seen gold move like this in years. I'm puzzled over here. Just look at this channel we're in. Like look how bullish this channel is. And it's tight. It's a real tight channel. Like it's just pull back up, pull back up, pull back up. It's just in this tight channel. Silver's at 102 right now. Holy shit. But now I've learned my lesson with gold. Remember what I told you guys? I bought gold years ago when it was just over 200 bucks an ounce and I sold at 1,000. But I'm not doing the mistake with silver. I've been accumulating silver for the past 10 years, ounces and bars of silver at average about 20 to 30 bucks. And if it's trading at 100, I'm up 3-4 times my money. But silver, I'm going to hold. Like I can go right now and sell it and make some money. But again, I don't want to have that woulda, shoulda, coulda story. Maybe I hold it for another 5, 10, 20 years. Who knows? Maybe silver might be 200 bucks. Maybe silver might be 300 bucks in the next 3, 5, 10 years. You learn from your mistakes. Hopefully, you learn from your mistakes. Justin, give it to my kids. That's everything I do is for my kids. Everything I do is for my kids. I don't do anything for myself anymore. Everything I do is for my kids. That's it. Some of you guys are dads and you guys understand that too. I want them to have an easier life than me. Every father wants to do that. My father worked hard for me to have a better life. I work hard so that they can have a better life. Hopefully my son will work hard, to make his kids a better life. That's what life is all about. I work for them. I trade for them. I go through this shit on a daily basis for them, not for me. That's why I got so much respect for traders that do this on a daily basis. It's not easy, but just think of when you're over leveraging. Think when you're trading stupid. Think for your kids, think for them. That's what helps control me. When I want to trade reckless, when I get pissed off and I want to up my lot sizes and revenge trade, I always think about them, because then I could be doing something silly and then that stops me right there. That's how my mind works. I don't know about you guys, but I had to learn that over the years. So when I know that I'm trading for my kids, then I know to be patient, right? And look, there's no stopping this thing. This thing is on a ridiculous, look at this path. Look how tight it is, and it's just continuing to drive. Maybe we're going to hit 49 and a quarter on this session. This is unbelievable. When did we start this call? At noon, right here. Gold was trading at 4,880. What is going on these days, guys? Forget trading with larger sizing. Just trade with little tiny micros and just buy and hold. Holy shit. My God. Anyone want to predict where the top is going to be on this call? You guys think 4925, 4915? Where are we thinking this top is going to be? 4950. I would, on any other day, I would think you're crazy saying that, but it's perfectly valid. I got 4950 marked up right up there. This is insane. So you see what I'm doing now? Okay. I'm deleting all of those red minor 5-minute lines. And now I'm just focusing on my dailies. 49.25, 49.50. If it pulls back into here, that one, I might be buying at 4,900. That would be a decent pullback right there, and then buy it back up. If 4,900 doesn't hold, what about the previous all-time high? Remember the previous all-time high was 48.90. That could be strong support right in there. I could be looking to buy there. So what I do for the rest of the day is, if I didn't catch a trade on this session, I don't chase. What I do is I right-click this, add an alert. If gold comes back later today down to 4,900, I'll potentially look to buy there, as long as everything meets my requirements, as long as the sellers don't close it below, because if they do, it might push back down to here. So the previous all-time high, now I can make it just a yellow line, make it another daily point of interest. Maybe I could go bring it halfway in that zone right there, 48.85. Again, place another alert, and I can patiently wait. Maybe during Tokyo, it comes all the way back down here, or later this afternoon, and then I could be buying off of there, okay? Also, an alert at 49.25. So now I'm not playing with these little 5-minute moves. Now, since gold is making such big moves, I'm focusing now on my bigger daily points of interest. So 49.50. Right click, add an alert. So you see I have 4 alerts now set at 49.50, 49 and a quarter, 4,900, and then this one 48.85. Now just my job now to wait patiently and just watch what's going on the 5 minutes. See, okay, maybe is this going to be the top now? Like what I did with that tweezer tops, and they continue to drive, okay? So now we have a new high, 49.15. That's a big bearish candle engulfing. So now the sellers have actually engulfed some buyers. It's not like where it just comes down and then it gets a wick and goes up. That's an actual engulfing candle. So we do have to show some respect to this candle, right? On the 5 minutes. I'm not saying on the hourly. I'm not saying on the daily. I got to give respect to the sellers on this candle right now at 110, okay? So if I give respect at that line, that wick, and the bodies, this is where naturally I draw my red zone. Right there, to the bodies. This is how, I say it takes 2 bodies to start doing your analysis. This is how I do my analysis. okay? Will it still hold? I don't know, right? But if it comes in here and gets rejected again, then that could start maybe another selling leg to get us down to 4,900. And if I'm selling that, maybe I get 50 pips, maybe 100 pips, and then I dip out of the market because I know that that's where the buyers are. That's where I'm waiting to buy a pullback. But if I'm looking to sell down to there, I got to know. Maybe if I get my money, I get in and I get out. There's no, and then if I want to sell, I'm not, my mindset is not get into a sell and then I want to take it there, then I want to take it there, and then I want gold to dump. No, it's just trading from there to there. And that's it. My mind is made up. I get out because I could be selling down to there and buying this and bringing it right back up. That's if you want to play the counter trading game. If not, you wait. You wait. You got to wait here to buy a pullback. You got to wait here to buy a pullback. But look at the bullish candle. Holy fuck. Like, this is crazy. It just opened again. Bullish, bullish, bullish. It might engulf this and continue driving. Like, it's unbelievable the buying momentum that this thing has. But again, what I do is remember what I said. I follow the rules. This candle has a job to do to fill that wick. So far, it has failed. But there's 2.5 minutes to go. It could come down, refuel, and continue to drive and make a new high. So now I'm starting to see, is there going to be some lower highs printed in the market? Are we going to have a shooting star candle push down even further? Where's the actual top? Yeah, Rafi, some days it's like that. You've been waiting for proper pullbacks all day to buy and it just keeps ripping. It's one of those days. No worries. Just brush it off, right? Don't now like think that you got a revenge trade. Don't think that you got a FOMO buy-in. Just stick to the plan. Because before you know it, maybe Rafi, 1 hour from now, maybe 2 hours, gold pulls back and then it's here. Then it's there. Then we get a nice decent pullback. Don't worry, guys. You got to be patient in trading. Okay, I know Dave and I, we do like a 2-hour session. We look for trades. We try to get in a nice proper setup, but sometimes there is no proper setup. Like, I feel bad right now, you know, that I'm not in a trade with you guys. But I don't want to just force so we can just go into a trade, right? We still got to go through this. Some days are easier than others. Some days are difficult. But I can always attest to waiting at these points of interest, because that's where it's not just me and you, Rafi. Me and you are not the only ones waiting to buy the dip at 4,900. We're not the only ones waiting to buy down in here. Think about it. There's a shit ton of buyers that have missed this run and they're pending in here. They're pending in here. Eventually the market, if it knows that all the orders are here, it will make its way down here. When? I don't know. Because right now gold it's crazy right now. But just, guys, just think like that. Think like that mindset. Just wait. We got to wait to get paid. Whether it's on this call, whether it's going to be in Tokyo, whether it will be tomorrow's call, whatever it is. That's why I place alerts. And then I can go on with my day without stressing out. And then if I go after this call to go to the workout, right? I go in my garage to work out, maybe in an hour, it comes down there. Then I can maybe look to take that trade down there. Hopefully I get in there. Maybe that's where the move is. And then it's trading back up to there. And then we make some money, right? And then we try and do it again the next day. But just forcing trades, it's just in the long run, you're not going to do that well. Ask any trader. Ask anyone. That's why over 90% of retail traders, I'm a retail trader, you're retail traders. Unless some of you guys trade on Wall Street and you guys are professionals, then you guys shouldn't be on the YouTube channel with us. You guys are in New York Wall Street. You guys are the pros, not us. So, most of retail traders fail at trading. Why? It's not because they don't know how to read candlesticks. It's not because they don't have the capital. Most retail traders fail is because they lack patience. That's it. It's not a secret. I wish I could tell you guys what the secret sauce is in trading. It's just learning patience. We got to wait. You got to wait to get paid. While gold is doing its thing, you could look at a different security. You could look at NASDAQ. You could look at US 30. You could look at oil. Like there's other securities you can look at. You don't just have to stare at gold all day, right? Okay, now we got something. Okay, came in there, bearish candle, came in again. Now it's coming back up. Will this actually be like a 5-minute double top? Okay, and you can still see where the volume is concentrated, right in here. And if it goes for a new high, it could continue to extend this rally. Then we're waiting to get up to 49.25. Okay, what happens if it pushes down now? We're getting at the bottom of this parallel channel, okay? So this is the supporting channel. This is the resistance channel. The dotted line is the psychological midpoint, right? It's like the point of control of the channel. Okay, now we're barcoding. Blue, black, but it didn't advance to make a new high. Okay, so remember we were talking about that. This candle failed to do its job, to continue. Now we're barcoding. This is a 4-bar double top. 1 bar goes up, 1 bar goes down, 3rd bar goes up, and the 4th bar, this one, will it come down? And you see what I mean? A 4-bar M pattern could be like this. And it could be an impulse that pushes down. Or we wait to see if the sellers, the black candles, can close below here, maybe come in, retest this, then they drop it down there. So all the patient buyers, it could be coming down to 4,900 if this pathway works out, right? But right now, it's still holding higher low, higher low, higher low. So there's still so much support in the depth of market for buyers on gold. But it's now we got inside bar where it's not making a new low and it's not making a new high. So we are in a consolidated range right here, all of this. Arjun, you're stuck in hedging. What should you do? Don't hedge trade. I know you're stuck in the trade right now, but rule of thumb for everybody, don't hedge trade, especially for scalping or intraday trading. It's not it doesn't have good probability of success. Hedge trading is used in the stock market with options, or that's what it's used for. Like I'm holding Apple long shares since 2008. I'm never going to sell my Apple. I'm never going to sell my Apple shares, okay? But when it comes down, like the last couple of weeks, it's dropped 15%. That's killing my long position. It's my profits are. But what a hedge is, if I want to sell Apple, I don't want to touch my shares. I'll buy a put on Apple on an option chain, and then I'll make money as Apple is going down. And then when it recovers, I take that money, hedging, and then I buy more shares of Apple at a discounted rate. That's how you properly use hedging. When you do it with Forex, it's very, very difficult. Very difficult. And it can get you in a lot of trouble. Okay, so now we have 20 seconds to go. What I would do with your hedge is go with the overall move. Exit one. If you're short, if you're long, you got to exit one and hold the one that you think is the overall trend. That's my opinion, right? The only other thing is do not hedge trade. Don't put yourself in that position ever again. This goes for everybody on the call. Okay, look at now. Up, down, up, down. There's that M pattern playing out. Lower, high, lower, high. So this could be an opportunity to take a short on an impulse. Okay, they're all short wicks. So it could be black and just drop. Here it is. Okay, this is where I like this. I might take this. Okay, I'm going to go in a sell. I'm going to go on a sell. Okay, I know it's crazy. I'm going against the trend. I'm not betting my entire account. Got a small sell position, and I want to see if it can start to fill that wick, right? I'm not looking to short gold down to $200. I'm looking just to see if it will fill that wick and pop and break. And this could be like a quick scalp coming down. That could be about 25. If it comes down, breaks to the bodies, could be about 40 pips down there, okay? This is just a 1-to-1 risk to reward, 1-to-1. The way how TradingView has it set up, That's a one-to-one R&R, okay? I can adjust it by lowering my risk there. I'm just going to leave it as a one-to-one, okay? And see if we can travel back down to the green zone, maybe cut down, maybe reduce my risk. This could be the first black bar that could technically close below here and then could push down further. We know how overbought we are, so maybe it needs to have a little bit of a relief. But the way how gold is going, I know it could exactly come right back up and go for a new high and break. But that's the maximum risk, like a one-to-one I'm giving it. Because if it breaks out, I don't want to be part of this because then it's driving to 49.25, okay? Yeah, it's barcoding, but I hope it's still barcoding to the downside. So even my cut candle from this, if I cut it, we're still below the cut, 49.10. "30-minute switch up." You're absolutely correct. We got 3 more minutes to go into the 30 minutes. So let's see the 30 minutes, okay? Are we going to get some 30-minute relief coming in the market? Oh, man. This is a feeler trade, Rafi. This is a feeler trade. Absolutely. If I get confirmations, then I go in with normal trading size. So for everybody, this is a feeler trade I'm in. I want to see if there's sellers that can push the market down, close it down, and then if it comes back up and retest, then I might go in another short position, but with a normal trading size. So this is me feeling out the market. I know that there's buyers. We've seen it. I'm trying to short. I can see that there is sellers in the market, but I'm not 100% confident on the sell. So that's why I go in small to see what's going on. If I don't like it, I can easily close it. Not a big win, not a big win, no big loss, but I can still stay focused and not get angry with what's going on. So I got to test out the market sometime. I got to see if the sellers are present, right? Well, I know that the buyers are present, but maybe they're getting exhausted because now I see it come up. I see it's failing to make new highs. I see it has a new low in the market. All I need is the black volume to cooperate and push down and close below here. Then we could get that move coming in at 130. But I know that it could continue. Just every single dip has been going up. This could be another dip that just continues to go and rip right back up. But it's not a time to take like a leveraged short position. It's just speculating. I want to see. I want to get my feet wet, see if the sellers are here. And it is barcoding perfectly. Blue, blue, black, blue, black, blue. Man. Okay, and then when you go into a higher time frame candle, like a 15-minute, a 30-minute, a 1 hour, more volume enters the market, more volatility enters the market, okay? What it could be doing is liquidating short positions like myself, trading the lower time frames. So that's when you see these excessive moves, like right there, that's an excessive move. The way how it came all the way up and now it's slamming back down, that's an excessive move. That's showing the volatility going into a new higher time frame candle, and they like to move like this. Easy with the spamming on the YouTube. Okay, see where it closed? Right at 50%, and we just opened bearish ignited right at the new 30-minute candle right now. Sorry, guys, I just got to stop the spammer. I hate when this happens, when we're in live trading and this spamming shit. Fuck. See, I can't even concentrate on my trade here. But we did not get the black volume to close below. Okay. Sorry, guys, I had to delete that spammer. Okay, so there is sellers present here at this resistance, but can they hold it down now on this new 30-minute candle? Okay, can it push down? Can we see a first 5-minute bar close below here? Or is it just going to be, again, higher lows, and keep pushing this thing up? So we're battling, but we're at the lower half of this consolidation zone. Again, it's still sellers and buyers playing ping pong. We broke out of that parallel channel, okay? Okay, so this black candle, its job to do is break that wick, to continue to make lower lows. If right now, so far, it's failed, okay? If it cannot break that wick, it is a failed bearish candle until it closes. Still got a lot of time on this, less than 3 minutes, a lot of time. But we failed right there. We failed. As the sellers failed to break that low. It's got a higher low. So the buyers are protecting this uptrend still. Wow, they're going to possibly flip this candle bullish and then return to fill that wick. Okay, so this is consolidation. This sucks, right? You know, consolidation when it's barcoding. Blue, black, blue, black, blue, black, right? That's why we need closing volume below here. And we did not produce that new lower low. So that's where that 9 EMA is, that green line. That's where the protection is at that EMA right there. Seems like it doesn't want to drop at all. Yeah, no, I see that. Yep. It's not easy. It's not easy to short this type of position. It's very difficult. That's why I'm in a small position, because I know it could reverse on me, no problem. But I want you guys to see a failed candle. It came down black, 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 and failed. Okay? Now we have 90 seconds to go into the close. I just want to put it on the news just to see if there's any news coming out at 1 or 2 p.m. Okay, so now it's a bullish pin bar hammer candle coming back up. The buyers protected it, did not break. Just that little wick by a couple ticks that didn't break, again, that changes changes the whole algorithm below, okay? So maybe now it's getting strengthened with more pending buy orders. So now I really want to see if the offers are actually legit up here. Will there be real offers, or is this just going to cut through like butter again and then create new highs, and then maximum stop was the 1-to-1? And now we're closing in 30 seconds. So even the buyers failed to produce a new high so far. So we still have a lower high in the red zone. That's why it's also important to wait for bodies to close. I went in early on a speculating trade, on a small feeler trade, to test it out. Closed above. So now I'm in the drawdown, and it's continuing to build back up. Okay, so I need to see sellers now step in immediately. Like they got to step in immediately. Otherwise, it will fill these wicks and then break for that new high, and then possibly driving up to 49.20, 49.25. In a situation like this, even with small trades, if you don't like it, like if I don't like it, I get out of it. Like I can get out of it, but I'm on a small feeler trade, so I'm going to let it play out. If I was on like a standard size and I did this type of trade, I would be getting out right now. I would be exiting prior to it even hitting my stop loss. But I'm letting this thing breathe because I want to see if the sellers are actually here. Then if it does come down, then and they close it below, I'm going to go in with a much larger size. I'll walk you right through it. Right now I'm in a small feeler trade. I want to feel out. Are the sellers here? I know for a fact that the buyers proved to me they're here, because when that candle failed to break that low, that's it. That told me enough that I need to know, right? That's why sometimes I close out on single candles. I don't need to wait for a position to come and hit my stop loss, right? As a scalper, I trade candle by candle. So when that one came down, it was a beautiful black candle. As soon as I saw it, it failed to break that low. The sellers failed to do their job. When it came up like that, that's it. I've seen enough. I should have closed this trade at a loss right there and just been done with this. That's it. I've seen enough, right? On these calls, I think I'm going to trade a lot more automatic, okay? I know it's going to hurt you guys, but you guys probably don't want to see that. Just go in on one candle, in, out, in, out. It's probably not good, but I'm going to show you that basically the candle's telling you exactly what you need to see. And as soon as this blue candle breaks out of there, that's it. The whole depth of market will change, and we're in this crazy uptrend, because that changes that whole algorithm. Offers will get pulled here. They'll get put at 49.25. Buyers now are going to start pending in here, and you see it's another failed sell opportunity there. And this thing just keeps pumping. So I just placed my stop loss on a 1-to-1. I didn't do anything. I didn't place it at any specific zones or lines or numbers. I just went in and it just put a 1-to-1. So I'm going to stick with that. And this is now, watch, liquidation world. All of stops are above here. The market will come up and just liquidate. Possibly come through here and maybe catch a wick and go down. It will liquidate myself, and it will liquidate everyone else that's trying to sell any of these positions here, because stop loss is above previous highs, and this is liquidation area. And that little wick that popped its head up there changed this entire short move. Okay, so you see how it just popped up and produced a new high? That changed the whole algorithm, okay? So it didn't do a liquidation wick so far that just, like a big blue one that just breaks out of there and liquidates. So far it's gotten rejected. It's going to close now in 15 seconds. So sellers are still here, but it's still this strong uptrend. Can they flip the candle back down, shooting star, have one more push down? Or is it closing and then it produced the new high? So then the next candle could open bullish, and there it is, bullish ignited. So this could be the liquidation world candle that breaks right through here and just cuts right through all of this. Okay. Otherwise, if the sellers are for real here, they're still trading in this red zone. They should, in fact, be able to push this move down now. Like, that's according to depth of market. If the sellers are here, they're not going to allow this thing to break further. Then it just shows me how weak the sellers are. And if they can really push this thing down like an elevator coming down, then I know they're serious up here. Then if they can close it below here, I'm not going to be using a feeler trade. I'm going to go in with a standard size and really maybe go with the move. Okay, that's what feeler trades are utilized for. That's why I use them. It's not a strategy. I didn't learn it from anybody. I just learned when we're in a consolidated area, if I'm looking to buy or sell, I go in very small. Very small. I'm talking 10 cents per pip. If I lose 100, I lose a couple dollars. No big deal, right? I don't want to go in with a standard size and then I lose $500 or $1,000. Okay. I use standard sizing when I have confirmations. I went in, I told you guys on impulse, I had no black candle that closed below. If I get a black candle and they hold this down and I know we're still in the red zone and they didn't liquidate all the stops up here, then I know that they could really push it down. Then I want to capitalize on the move with the bigger move. It's like playing a game of give or take. I give the market a little bit, and then when I see the move, I'll take a lot more out of the market. I didn't learn this from anybody. I had to learn it from myself because I was trading one size always, and when you're incorrect, you're going to lose a lot of money. So then I started to journal, see why I was losing. It was like this, selling or buying on impulse. That's where I lost the majority of my money. Failing to wait for candles to close. So then I started using speculative trading. If I'm going to go in on impulse, I go small. If I get the move that I'm looking for while my small trade is developing, even in drawdown, I'm not panicking, but I'm still watching. I'm not getting emotionally attached. I know how much I can lose, not a lot. But if I get the move I'm looking for, then I'm going to hammer it. So far, again, sellers are still here. They're here. But can they really convincingly close below? We're back in this consolidating area where it was blue, black, blue, black. They advanced it out. Now can they come back in here? I'm still in. I'm in drawdown. You blew a $10,000 account. Doesn't surprise me, guys. There's a lot of over-leveraged traders. I don't know how people are still blowing accounts till this day. I have no idea. I can't even speak on it anymore. I don't even know what to say. Even if you're doing a prop firm, do they not give you a daily limit of how much you can? Why are you trading excessive? I don't know what to tell you. I trade my own money. I don't trade a prop firm. If you're still blowing accounts, you have a lot to learn in trading. Forget about candlesticks. Forget about it. Don't even worry about candlesticks if you're blowing up accounts. You need to learn how to control your risk management and your gambling habits. You got a lot more to learn in trading. It's not, price action is not going to help you. Finding where the sellers or the buyers are is not helping you. You got to learn. I'm in drawdown right now. Am I blowing up my account? No. Okay, so you see that, just that failed move right there. It's telling me a lot. You see how it just came down, big black candle, and then the wick going right back up. It's just like you can kind of feel it, that it's just going to continue to break out bullish unless these sellers can do something, unless this candle can actually close below with some volume. Otherwise, it's just these pullback shit candles, and then they're just keep driving, keep squeezing short sellers. Here's the close in 10 seconds. Okay, that candle again did not close below that body, didn't close back in this consolidated zone. Failed opportunity. The only thing that I'm banking on is it's got a lower high still in the market right there. And this one has a lower high. So it opened with a new lower high. So can now that volume do its job and fill down that wick and travel back down to the opening of this body right over here, and then see what happens. But right now, again, came down, higher low, still pushing right through here. So this could be, again, liquidation. If it breaks through here, come up and liquidate all short sellers up here. And we got a new 15-minute candle in the market right now, 12:45. So new 15. I'll be here with us till just after 2 p.m. Whoops. I'll be here just after 2 p.m. with us, okay? Maybe we'll get back down. Maybe stopped out. Who knows? Let's see. Okay, but we do have a lower low. I know it's not the low we want. We want a big, huge candle just come down here. But sometimes when you're going against the trend, it's got to be piece by piece, candle by candle. Got to continue to play it out. I haven't been stopped out. I've already managed my, like how much I'm willing to lose on the trade. It's a small feeler trade. So now I just got to continue to watch. Lower highs, a new lower low. Can the volume cooperate, come down and close bearish? Can it come back down and test the opening? Can it engulf anything? Otherwise, just comes down, find some buyers and go right back up. If it trades right back in this consolidated area, then we're right back in where there's buyers and sellers, buyers and sellers. Yeah, gold is, it's tough to short it. Even know how overbought it is on all the time frames, it's not easy. That's why when you're counter trading, just don't over leverage. Use a smaller position. Use this as a nutshell. When you're counter trading, go smaller. When you're trading with the trend, go bigger. There's a plan, okay? If you're buying, you could be buying with larger sizing. If you're countering, go smaller, because if you get caught, you get stopped out, you're not going to lose as much. If you're trading with the trend for the majority of the time on particular days, you could make more by trading with the trend. Days when you go against the trend, go smaller. That's it. Utilize that as a strategy. Some of you guys are doing hedge trading. Some of you guys are doing reckless trading. Some of you guys are doing over leverage trading. Stop all that and just do what I just said. If you're going against a trend, what I'm doing, go smaller. If you're going with the trend, if you're buying, go bigger. That's it. And if you just follow that, for the majority, you will be profitable over time, because trading with the trend, you make more money. When you go against it, you lose, but you lose less. I'll verbally let you guys know, here's the liquidation candle. Going to liquidate me. This is the volatility now coming into the market. I'll let you guys know as soon as I get stopped out here. But it's still trending up. So new higher highs. This, if for you guys that are continuing to trade bullish, if it closes back above here, this red zone flips green. This turns into supporting area, and it could drive to 49.20, 49.25 easily. The way how gold is moving with this type of volume. Okay, so it did close above. So unfortunately, when you're in a sell, you still got to do this. It's a bullish ignited candle, so I got a high probability I'm going to get stopped out of this. Okay, I got stopped out. That's it with this. Okay, reason being why I went in, it was doing that forward buyer right there where it dropped. It broke out of that channel and I took the short there, looking for the move down, was not there. That candle, that was that big black candle coming down at 130, that didn't break for that new low, that stopped this move. So the buyers regained it, so they got momentum. Only other position if I do look to sell, otherwise I'm just going to wait for buys here. I'm just going to wait for buys later this afternoon. If I am going to look to sell, maybe here, 49.25. I got an alert waiting there. And don't want to sell unless there's verification of black volume closing. But this is too strong. It's too strong, guys. You can't sell this thing right now. It's just too strong. Yeah, it's difficult. I can't believe how strong this thing is. Like the 4-hour candle is bullish. Holy shit. Look at this thing. It's going to close in 7 minutes, guys, this 4-hour candle. My goodness. We could literally hit 5,000 today. Right up there. A pullback even on a 4-hour candle right into there. Drive right through, cut through all of these. Unbelievable. We may see 5,000 tonight. I didn't think this would happen in the first couple weeks of January, honestly. Like this is a god candle on the weekly. Look at this thing on the weekly. This still has 1 day and 3 hours to go. Bullish ignited Monday when we opened. And look at this thing. Oh my goodness. Opened up at 4,600, just below 4,600. And we're trading at almost 5,000. Gold moving up $400 an ounce in a month. This is like, I don't know what world we're living in, but this shit is getting crazy on a weekly candle. My goodness. We're in much different times. But this is unbelievable. So I'm going to wait for an alert at 49.25. Only buy orders will be here around 4,900. I tried to short right there. Didn't happen. So I'm just going to play now the bigger time frames. That's all you can do. Like, it's not even fun scalping this anymore. You're going to get trapped selling, and just buy the pullbacks. But I'm going to wait for points of interest. Yellow line, yellow line. Yeah, it's difficult to scalp this. So right now, Trump is structuring his Greenland takeover over here. It's being worked on. Okay, so this could pop up any time in the markets. Today, tomorrow, next week. They could structure something with Greenland that will affect the markets. That's going to affect the markets, guys. All markets. Everything will be affected by this. Keep an eye on your news. And then a new hourly candle in 5 minutes. But that's where I'm going to wrap it up. And this is a crazy bullish candle, hourly. Holy shit. So when this closes, figure out the halfway point of it. I would potentially wait for 49.25. It's not too far away. $5 away, right at 2 p.m. We're at 49.20 now. What is silver at? Silver 96. I just have shitty spreads with silver. What are you guys' thoughts on Bitcoin? Bitcoin's sitting at 89,000. You guys think 70,000 or 100,000 on Bitcoin? What's the next target? Do you guys think it can get back up to 100 or it's going to go down to, I would say, 75, 80,000? What do you guys think? Are you guys bearish or bullish on Bitcoin? $80, $75, $70. Oh, you guys are all bears. Rob, 100, 120 in 1 to 2 months. Maybe it needs to come down to 70, 75,000 and then could make its next move up. See, this is where they kind of trick you now. Now, a shooting star candle coming in with 2 more minutes to go, right to 2 p.m. Ah, man. As much as I want to stay and trade this, this is too difficult. I'd rather walk away now, come back for like Tokyo. Tokyo's got some good moves. Maybe that's what they're going to do. A slow grind up right now, and then Tokyo could potentially push gold down. And then maybe it dips, and then maybe tomorrow, again, pre-New York, COMEX, again, gold continues to drive possibly to 5,000. But maybe Tokyo could be an opportunity to look to cool this down, because this has been an unbelievable run today. Like, this has been unbelievable. Starting all the way from COMEX, right here, 8 and 9 a.m. Volume is starting to thin out a little bit to the upside, but 49.25. So let's watch this going right into 2. Yeah, I agree with you, Nicer. If you're not feeling it, walk away. This goes for me and anyone else on the call. When you're not feeling it, walk away, guys. I'm not feeling it, so I'm going to walk away, Because if I stay, I might make another mistake, might get mad, and then you guys know, then you can turn everything upside down after that. So best thing to do is, I have a 3-strike rule. I'm nowhere near that. This was just one strike, but I use a small speculating trade. I could stay with you guys and continue trading, but I'm gonna walk away. I just don't like this volume. To me, it's too much of a trap. If you short, it just I don't like it. And then if you buy, we're too close to 49.25. That's where it could go down, and then you get caught. So it's not worth it. In my opinion, it's not worth it, guys. You guys are traders just like me. You guys understand. It's good to walk away. I have alerts set for a specific reason. I'll let the market come to me. If I'm going to walk away now, if it comes there, maybe that could be a potential sell there. Otherwise, if it can come down to here, 4,900, could be a potential buy. So I'm going to wait for gold to get here or gold to get here. I'm not going to watch this 5-minute shit anymore. I'm just going to wait here or here and then see what happens there. Doesn't always have to be a buy there. Doesn't have to always be a sell there. But I know these are daily points of interest, and I know that that's where the big orders are. There's big orders there, and there's big orders here. Here, I doubt it. There's big orders. Even if you look at a depth of market, there's probably orders here, but there's big blocks here and here. So I rather trade with the big blocks. But guys, that's it. Tomorrow, again, same time. We're going to start because my son has an exam. So tomorrow, if you want to join us, around 11:45, I come back, or noon. That's when we're going to start tomorrow. And we'll see how gold is moving tomorrow. Join us again tomorrow, 11:45, noon. I know it's scheduled for 11, but he's got exams and he's not finished till about 11, so I got to go pick him up. And I'll be back by 11:45 or noon, as long as I don't get frozen in that minus 50 weather, okay? Hopefully I don't get frozen and I can be here with you guys. But we'll see you guys tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your day. Please trade proper. Congratulations to all of you guys that have been buying gold and buying the dips. And just make sure, guys, if you can, for me, have daily goals. If you've hit your daily goal in trading, walk away. If sometimes you have a bad day in the markets and you hit your daily loss, that's a tell to walk away and regroup and come back. When you're more focused, your mindset is good. You're not going to revenge trade. And go from there. Hedge trading I wouldn't go with hedge trading, guys. Please stay away from hedge trading, especially gold. It will honestly ruin you it will ruin your account, ruin you as a trader. Hedge trading is specifically what I mentioned before, how it's utilized. It's not utilized in Forex, okay? And if you guys don't know what hedge trading means, it means like being in a long position and then you open up a short while you're still in a long. And then you see, if you're still holding your shorts, the long negates your short positions. If it starts selling down there and you're still in longs, it's basically they're going to negate each other out. And it's so much headaches managing trading both ways with open orders. I trade one way. I'm either buying the market or I'm either selling the market. You'll never catch me being in a buy and a sell at the same time. Just not my style of trading. It's too difficult to do while you're scalping. Okay, guys, have a good day, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow, again, noon. We'll see you guys. Have a good day, everyone. Have a good day, guys.
Recording stopped.
Hey guys, good morning. Welcome to the live session of Stocks Network Trading. My name is Dave, guys. My partner is Ron. Let's get down to business here, guys.
In on US 30, sell, okay? I'm jumping in. Guys, that's a 100 pip drop. Yes, we caught it. Hey, guys, 200 pips, please, secure.